Afternoon. I think I'm preaching a little bit to the converted today, but I'm going to do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it. And that is because I'm going to state the obvious. Some of us who have children who are on the SEND register, special educational needs and disabilities, some of us who have that students on that register tend to think that they are in some way different. The teaching of them is in some way different from teaching children in the mainstream classroom. And in many ways it is. It is a little bit different. It depends on the need. But there are certain things that are exactly the same. And those are what I want to focus on today, because the real special little nuances are going to be covered this evening, 7 p.m. by my colleague Natasha in our live clinic, home.The clinic, which is going to be on my profile starting at 7 o'clock, and you can ask any questions you like. But what I would like to say here is that you've got to remember that not every student is the same. Okay. And for many parents, they'll be going, yes, I know that. That's my child. Yes, you do know that. And that is your child. And you know that they're different from all others. But it's important to realize what that child's strengths and weaknesses are, because you don't know while they're in school. But you've got to manage their learning while they're at home. So you've got to have those real conversations with them, find out what they enjoy, find out what they could really do with help on, or things they could be building their confidence on. So in that way, it's very similar. Managing is very similar, because the work that you have been given should be very similar to what they're used to. It should have been differentiated for their special needs so that they can really get on with learning while they're at home. They have no reason to not be learning any more than anybody else has. They've got the time to take it at their pace. I know that when I've taught nurture groups where students do need a little bit more help, they've been the biggest joy in my life, because when they've learned, the look of happiness at having finally grasped, an idea is amazing. The look of joy at taking on a new skill is amazing. And a lot of the time, they've never been told how great they are at certain things. And therefore, they're used to not necessarily knowing how great they are. So the first step in managing, and notice I'm not even saying teaching, because home ed, for many of us who are not parents and teachers at the same time, is managing the work, showing kids how, I'm interested in what you're doing and I really want you to get the best out of it. That's what we're there for. Right. But I am a parent and a teacher, as many know, and therefore I take it a little bit differently. And I do kind of get involved in the work a bit more, and often get put back in my box by my son when he tells me Mr. Richardson doesn't do it like that. He does it like this, which is fine too, because I should be just managing. So don't be extra anxious because your child is on the SEND register, is my message today. My message to you is know your child, know their abilities, give them a few challenges. Students love a challenge. They love to learn something new. They don't want to just go over what they know. Challenge yourself a little bit, okay? Even if it means you have to sit there and learn it too. Don't just stick to what you know. Challenge, movement, growth, all of that will keep your child motivated as the weeks go by, as the days go by. It will keep them wanting to do a bit more the next day and the day after that. Now, as I said, this evening, 7 p.m., live on my profile page, you will have Natasha specializing in special needs and special educational teaching. You will have Tom, confidence and communications coach, because the communication will start breaking down at some point as children miss school. I defy anyone to say their child isn't missing school. Mine certainly is. It's where they socialize, it's where they play with their friends, and no parent can stand in the shoes of their friends. It's sad but true. And you will have Joe Wilson, who is our lead English tutor. She will be there to answer your questions. And you'll have a little bit of me. And I'm just there for general questions and help where I can. With the other specialists, I'm sure you won't need me as much, but I'm there anyway. I have the experience, I have the subject knowledge, I can give you some help too. But those are the specialists who I want you to focus on this afternoon, being Natasha for SEND students, Tom for communication and confidence, very important. As they stay home more, it's going to become more difficult for them to keep their confidence at a high. Tom is the man who can give you some strategies in how to keep that confidence high so that when they do go back, they're ready for what comes to them. And Joe, superb English tutor, very high results at every single sitting that she's operated at. She's got very high results, and she can give you some strategies on how to move forward too. If you want to get in touch with me or put in any questions, please feel free. You can get to me at jgeducate.com, or you can send me a messenger message on just add me Jackie Gold on Facebook, JACQUIGOLD, and I will be happy to put them to the tutors this afternoon. Or we can just get back to you one way or another. This is an opportunity not to be missed. Some excellent qualified practitioners are here for you, and they will help you in any way you can. We need to help each other at this time. We need to make this as simple as possible. We need to make sure that the kids know that there is a future on the other side of all of this. It will be over one day. In the meantime, folks, I'll stop talking. Have a good day.